Good day, viewers. You are welcome. Here we have an interesting functional equations. We have f of cos square x equals tan x. And our aim is to find f of x. Or let's say we want f of x. So to solve that, let's consider the solution and a step-by-step on how to solve this. In the first step, if I let u to be equals cos square x and we replace this with u equals tan x. Here is the first step. But we have to note that the domain of this u, given f of u equals tan x, it ranges from when 0 less than or equals to u and u less than or equals 1. Since we are given this function as cos, whenever cos squared x is also in a closed interval 0, 1. That is only where we can have 0 less than or equals to u, or this and this, they are still the same in inequality forms, and we have it in a bracket form. Then we also need to derive some relationship between the cos and the sine. If you recall that sine square x plus cos square x equals 1. And by making sine square x the subject of the formula, we have this equals 1 minus cos squared x. And expressing this in terms of u, since we have cos square x equals u, therefore sine squared x equals 1 minus u. So we are going to need this later. So in the third step, we want to express tan x in terms of u. And to achieve that, we recall from the identity of tan, which gives tan x is given as sine x divided by cos x, where we have sine squared x here and we only have sine x. Suppose I raise both sides of this by 2, we are going to have this as tan x raised to the power of 2 equals, this gives us sine square x divided by, I'm going to leave this as cos squared x as well. Since it is to express tan x in terms of u, and the sine square x is given as 1 minus u, let's quickly replace this. We have tan x raised to the power of 2 equals sine square x, that is 1 minus u, divided by cos square x is u. And then we need only tan x, and this is tan squared of x. We have to take the square root of both sides. By squaring both sides, we are going to have, by taking the square root of both sides, we have this also having square root, but here comes with plus or minus. Square and square root cancelled. This gives us tan x equals plus or minus the square root of 1 minus u divided by u. So here we have expressed tan x in terms of u, but this is plus or minus. How can we deal with this? It's very simple. So the sign here depends on the quadrant that we are dealing with. As we have 4 quadrants, we have the all positive and we have only sign here as positive. This is tan positive and here is cos positive. So any value that we have here, as far as it ranges from 0 to 90, we are going to have it as positive. Only sine of theta is positive and tangent is positive and cos is positive here. If we limit ourselves to having x as a member of just 0 to pi over 2, by limiting ourselves to this, we are going to take a positive because pi over 2 it gives us 90, which means the first quadrant. Then we are going to have here as tan x greater than 0, considering x is a member of 0, pi divided by 2. So therefore, tan of x equals the square root of 1 minus u divided by u. And again, we now have f of u equals, initially we have f of u equals tan x. Now tan x is given as square root of 1 minus u divided by u. Let's try and understand the domain of this. F of u equals square root of 1 minus u over u. There is u under here. In every domain we are going to choose, we must not get 0. So in this case, we are going to have 0 less than u. And this u less than or equals to 1. 1 is possible here. Because when we take the limit of this, we are going to get 0. The main limit of this f of u, we get 0. So 1 work. But 0 can never be the domain of this. So since we know that, we're now going to conclude that the f of u here so is equals 1 minus u divided by u. And changing the u to x, we have f of x equals the square root of 1 minus u, 1 minus x divided by x. And similarly here, since we are considering f of 1 to be part of this domain, we are going to have it as f of 1 will always be equals 0. And in another interval here, we have 0, 1. So looking at these two brackets, they are of different things and they have different function. Using this, it means 0 is not part of this. And when we close it, it means the number stops at 1. So f of x equals square root of 1 minus x over x is the solution that we need to this function. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. You can drop your opinion based on this video or any other comment or any other suggestion for the coming videos. See you in the next class. Never stop learning. Bye bye.